welcome to my channel. My name's Jennifer. I'm a model living in the UK, and in today's video we're going to talk about modeling, how I got into it, the industry, little tips and tricks, and some questions that my friends asked me on Instagram. So let's go. So how did I get into modeling? I think the first time I actually modeled, I got asked to do it for someone's uni work. It was someone that I didn't know. They reached out to me on Instagram and it was for like their fashion project. And that was like a studio shoot. And that was kind of scary for me, but it was really fun and I really enjoyed it. It was like a group shoot and I love the pictures. So I must have been around 18 at that time, 17, 18. I had a couple friends that are photographers as well. So I went out to do a shoot with my friend. We were literally in a Sainsbury's car park. I was sitting in the trolleys and getting pictures, and just for Instagram really. And that's when I was like, right, I'm really enjoying this. I want to give it a go. So I went on Facebook and there's these really good pages like Northeast photographers, makeup artists, models. For example, like whatever city you're in, Manchester, makeup artists, photographers, models, you can join. You specify what kind of creative you are. It's all creatives posting, essentially casting calls, asking people to collaborate. Sometimes they do list jobs on there as well, and that's really how I found photographers in my area. Just reached out to them, sent my photos, and they said they wanted to shoot. Obviously be careful who you're meeting and check them out and things like that. But yeah, that's how I got shooting and got practicing. Then after a while of doing this, I began the process of applying to modeling agencies. And let me tell you, I could not get signed. I couldn't get signed for so long. There'd been a couple of agencies got back to me to ask for more photos and videos. Just wasn't successful. Just rejection over and over again. But I was so determined because I enjoy it so much. And the no's just ended up being like, okay, yeah, another one, it's fine. Like, you just can't let it get to you. You just have to keep going. First of all, you need some lovely natural headshots, but what we call them as models are digitals or polaroids. They're just plain makeup free or minimal makeup, natural hair shots that you can send off to agencies. So you're going to need these. There's a website called models.com and you can get the list of A to Z. Is it Z? Is it Z or Z in English? I don't know. You can get the list of all the agencies, like all of the legit agencies, and just send an application to all of them. Just go for it. It's not just about how you look. They want somebody who's confident and outgoing and interesting. Just sell yourself. Just sell yourself to the modeling industry. Go on Instagram, look at agency pages on Instagram, send your digitals off to them, email, apply everywhere. I was applying, no. And then I came across my wonderful agency, BAME Agency's page, and I applied. They got back in touch. I think they asked for selfies, which is kind of different for an agency, but they asked for selfies, asked for a casting video. This was during COVID, so I couldn't go into the office for a meeting, but they set up a phone call with one of the bookers and they said they wanted to sign. It was like a year of trying to get signed and I got signed over the phone. Things just picked up from there. They're a great agency, really inclusive. Just love them so much. However, being signed is not the be all and end all. I know models that are freelance models and they are absolutely smashing it. Just keep doing your thing, keep shooting. You will get jobs because there's so many freelance jobs out there as well. Now, I'd done a couple of freelance jobs before getting signed, local jobs, but I'd never been to a casting. I'd never done a self-tape, audition or anything like that. Started to get things come through, auditions and castings from my agency, and I'm still growing. It's still a case of getting better and learning with every casting that you do, growing with confidence. First question, which is, does height matter? Unfortunately, it does, but not completely. I'm 5'3" and a half, 5 foot 3.5 inches, which is quite short. A lot of the big agencies are still asking for girls that are over 5'7", 5'8". It's hard out here. They favour tall girls, but in commercial modelling, which is what I mainly do, you don't need to be tall. And there are a lot of agencies that have petite models, and I would recommend still applying anyway, because you never know. They do have exceptions. I mean, look at Kate Moss. She was considered really short, and she literally changed the game. And there's so many different types of modelling. There's so many different types of jobs that you can do. If you still want to do fashion but you're short, you can do commercial fashion modelling. It doesn't have to be high fashion editorials and runway. And commercial modelling is so much fun. Doing commercials, lifestyle sort of stuff, hair modelling, beauty modelling, makeup modelling. The industry is changing, but yeah, it is harder out here for the short girls. Is there a lot of pressure to be a certain size/weight? There's plus size models and there's slim models. I think the gap is being bridged at the moment, and that's something that the industry is working towards, which is mid-size models. Not in commercial. You can be any size. It's celebrated, so still go for it. You're not getting out of this one. Favorite modeling job so far obviously has to be the late night talking video. I was in Harry Styles' most recent music video called Late Night Talking. Where do I even start? Like, pillow fighting and lying in bed with Harry Styles. Like, I didn't know how much I was going to be in the video. Obviously, it's quite a lot when you watch it. It's a lot to me because I wasn't sure whether I was going to make the final cut. They do a lot of filming for music videos, and it's like you might not even make the final cut. He was really interested in us. He was asking us questions, having a little chit chat. It sounds so cliche, but it just felt like he was one of us, like one of us models. Made us feel really comfortable, really charming, really polite. Just a super nice guy. Normal, lovely guy. Yes, I miss it. No, I don't know how I am gonna live life from now on. I couldn't get signed to then being booked direct for a job for one of the biggest superstars ever. I don't know what to say. I'm very proud of myself, and I'm just excited to keep doing more cool stuff. Like, this is what I love about modeling, like just experiences that you'll never forget, meeting people. Oh, and let me tell you, the models that I met, absolute angels. Everyone was so nice. It was just the perfect day. A lot of people want to know the casting process, and everyone was asking me, how can I do this? How does this happen? How did you do this? Generally for jobs, an artist's team will go to an agency or multiple modeling agencies or acting agencies, and they'll send a brief. It's normally untitled at that point, so they don't know who the artist is going to be. And the agency will send off a pack of girls or boys or options of whoever fits the brief. And then the artist team or the casting company will go back to the agency if they like any of them, and they'll normally ask them to do a self-tape audition, or they might just book them direct for the job. That's how it normally works. Sometimes it's you go to castings and you have to cast. You might have to do a couple lines or a few poses and things like that in front of the casting directors. What to do to be successful in modeling, like to make people hear about you. I think a lot of it is to do with attitude, having a good attitude, just having a good presence, because nobody wants to work with someone that's not good to be around. When I turn up to set, I'm just so happy to be there. I'm so enthusiastic, I'm ready, go, go, go. I think that has been what's led me on to greater jobs. Keep test shooting, keep your book updated, get your digitals done when they're due, which is every 6 months or more often. Just stay motivated. I think nowadays Instagram does play a part in like getting yourself known, but Instagram's not a reflection of whether you're a good model or not. It can just be an online portfolio where you can showcase your work, and for sure it can definitely, Instagram can lead to opportunities because you can get jobs booked through Instagram. But just be lovely. Good things happen to good people. This question, which is it as toxic as everyone makes it out to be? In my opinion, no. When I was trying to get signed and everything, I did hit a point when it was quite low, but that was like toxic on myself. I've never been in a situation where it's been toxic. It may be different. You know, the culture in fashion is different to the culture in commercial modeling. Everyone's been so nice. I've not had a bad experience. What other cool modeling jobs have you done? San Moritz campaign, which was in Superdrug, was amazing because I got to see myself like in store, which was such a cool moment because I'd been waiting for that moment as well. Like, I feel like every model has that goal of they want to see themselves on a billboard or like in a shop, store or whatever. I loved Old Spice curly hair campaign because that's probably that's my thing. Do you know what I mean? Like, my hair is sort of like my thing. So that was really cool. Fujifilm. So if you know the cameras, I'm going to be on the packaging for like Europe and US, I think. That was really fun. But we were shooting that in, I think it was like January in a freezing cold park, pretending that it was summer in like vest tops and stuff in London. Oh my God, it was so cold, but it was so fun as well. Oh, BBC Three's Glow Up. I was a makeup model on the show. If you don't know, it's a makeup competition show. I was so nervous for Maya Jama, and then I got hit with Harry Styles and it was like, when do you feel most confident while being photographed? Styling's probably my favorite. If I'm in an outfit that I just really like, and I'm liking the makeup, generally more natural makeup I prefer, then that's when I feel most confident. I hope you've enjoyed the video and hopefully it's given a little insight. If I've missed anything, comment below and I'll get back to you. I'll see you soon. Everybody is asking me what Harry smells like, right? He smells good. We're ending it there. We're ending it there.